everyone, let's talk about something that affects almost everybody. It's credit cards. Whether you love them or hate them, or you're trying to figure out how to use them wisely, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Sandra Park. I'm a financial coach and an engineer helping women in STEM control their money so their money doesn't control them. On this channel, I talk about everything from building a budget to building wealth. Credit card debt is one of the biggest money traps out there. The average interest rate is 20% or more, which means if you're carrying a balance, you're literally paying extra for every dollar you spend. But here's the thing, credit cards themselves are not the problem. It's how we use them that makes all the difference. At one point, I had over 30 credit lines open. Yes, that's 30. And most of them were store credit cards. I was the queen of having every single store credit card open that I could think of. If they were offering a 10% discount, I was accepting it. But let me tell you about the one that really got me. It was an Old Navy credit card. Ironically, the store that always has everything on sale every time you go. I didn't pay a $28 bill that came in the mail. Somehow I missed opening that bill, and missing that $28 payment dinged my credit for years. That's how credit cards get you. Not always in the obvious ways, but in the little ones that add up over time. So after learning the hard way, here's what I wish I had done differently. Number one, pay it off in full every single month. If you don't, that interest will eat you alive. Many people open up these credit cards and intend to pay them off every single month. But let's be real, life happens to people and they end up putting more stuff on the credit cards and then they don't pay it off every month. That unpaid balance is accruing interest every single day. Use your credit cards like debit cards. If you don't have the cash to pay for it, don't charge it on a credit card. When you have those credit card bills come in the mail or show up online, it can be very tempting to just make the minimum payment. But please make the biggest payment you can, ideally paying it off in full every single month. Paying the minimum means staying in debt forever. My favorite, which of course applies to me, is ignore the store credit cards. That 10% discount is usually not worth it, and it's not worth the financial headache later on. But let's talk about if you are in credit card debt, how do you get out of it? If you're already in debt, here's what you can do right now to start digging out. Stop using the credit cards for now. It's very hard to pay off your credit card balances when you're still using them and charging up more and increasing the balance every single month. Make a list of all your credit card balances and minimum payments. I suggest using the debt snowball method, which is lining up all your non-mortgage debts from smallest to largest. You would make the minimum payment on each one, and you would throw any excess or margin left over in your budget at the smaller one, trying to knock that one out. As that one gets paid off and kind of gets X'd off the list, then you move on to applying that minimum payment and anything extra to the second one. As each debt gets paid off, then you would still make the minimum payment on each one, and then you would throw all the excess, now that you don't have that minimum payment on the smallest one, towards the next one. You're knocking them out, and it's increasing. Your debt payoff is accelerating in a snowball fashion. The reason for doing it by smallest balance to largest balance has nothing to do with interest rate. It is more about the psychology and the behavior. And when people see quick wins and they can see these debts getting marked off and crossed off their list, that motivates them far more than just doing it by the interest rate. Lastly, and this is also why budgeting is so important, make a plan for every dollar and track your spending, and any excess left in your budget, throw it at this debt, at this credit cards to get them out of your life. Credit cards can either work for you or work against you. It all depends on how you use them. If you're feeling stuck or overwhelmed, I've been there and I can help. Drop a comment below or message me, and let's make a plan to help you get back in control of your money. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this helps you out.